This requires wood. But we can't import wood. Right. So if we wanted to level up the iron mine, the way we would do it is we would build wood in Russia, deliver wood to North Korea through this, because the rails aren't quarantined, it's just the roads. So that's another thing that we could do. We're not going to yet, probably ever, but that's fine. Okay, and 3 should be sufficient. Alright. Let's get that train. Dear train. 200 and 390. Okay. Let's do the asphalt first. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was less than 200. Yeah, it was 127, so that's fine. Okay. Alright. There's almost 200 tons to be delivered to this roadworks. Calling it a roadworks is a little weird, but let us continue. Okay. Looks like there's a whole bunch of different routes that I can take. This sticks close to China and might even go into China, but we'll have a quick look anyway. Yeah, it does. Okay, yet more roadworks. Also more roadworks. Okay, so we're stuck again at roadworks. I'm just going to travel over to this section and then have a little zoom in and see what we've got access to. So we have steel down south. I'm trying to figure out Russia. I think with Russia, right, like a lot of the better goods are going to be this, like southern would be my guess, right? So maybe hovering amongst the southern Russian border is maybe the better choice out of them. Truthfully, I don't know. Okay. Okay, we got sand here. It only is 85 tons of sand. I don't mind building a sand pit if we have the money for it. Yeah, it's only 90,000. We are running pretty low on funds, but we can get more funds, that's fine. Not overly concerned about funds right now. Okay, sure. Train, come back. I wish I hadn't have built what I built where I built it, but that's okay. So we only need 85 tons of that. Alright. That should be doable. I already forget what it needs to level up. But that's okay. It needs wood to level up. Alright. So we're at about 50 tons now. 60, 75. Put that at about 80. Go. I reckon that's about 85, 90 tons. Hopefully I'm accurate, because if I'm not, this roadwork is going to be unfulfilled by like the merest of margins. So I should have maybe just let it fill up a little bit more. But if I did, it's my own hubris. You know how that is. Yep. I'm real familiar with how that is. $84.8 tons out of 85. Super smart, Bane. Super smart. Okay. Well, because I didn't want to spend one more second, like, loading onto the train. Alright. Let's continue. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Let me guess, more rail works? Game? There we go. Okay, this railworks requires dynamite. Alright. So once again, storage, I think, is going to be the answer for dynamite. We need dynamite in two places. So we need dynamite in Uglovy. So we'll do that as well. That should be fine. That should be fine, he says, hoping that it costs 15,000 for dynamite. No, not a factory. D for dynamite. Okay. So we're about to go into the red here, but that should be fine. Let's grab 120 dynamite, which should be sufficient for now. If we need more, we need more. Let's get the train. We're going to turn it off emptying. And we're going to get it to pick up this dynamite and drop it off in Oogly Voogly. Oh, you also need dynamite. Yeah, I think 120 is enough for all three things. Right, it was 85 plus 10 plus 25. 85, 95, 115. Yeah, that works really well, actually. I think this was 85, right? Let me just double check. Oh, it's like 46.5. Never mind. That's plenty. Alright. So this is good. We're getting to level up some of the industry nearby. So. Alright, let's turn on emptying and then go and deliver this over here. Alright. Progress is happening. It's slow, but it is happening. Unfortunately, there's not much of a way to speed this up. The only other ways of speeding it up would be basically providing it with the bonuses, which I don't think I can. Not easily, anyway. So, yeah, it's as fast as it can reasonably be. Okay. More stuff there. Let's also just go down here, just in case. Okay. Why are you being weird? Alright. Let's head back up. So if we wanted to go southerly, we would use gravel, but we don't know, it doesn't look like it would come out there. So I think if we took this route, we would have to go through this. So gravel. If we do this roadwork we can't do. Requires aluminium, which we still don't know where is. Oh, okay, it looks like it's a branching roadwork, so we actually have more dynamite here, or we have... Is that rock or wood? It's wood. We don't have enough money to build a wood storage, so it's going to have to be dynamite. For now. So let us power you up, power you up, power you up. Let us go, and we would like the dynamite. Am I still on the train? Yes, I am. I would like to see the dynamite. Okay. Are we about halfway through Russia? I'd say about a third of the way through Russia at this point on train. We haven't discovered any new industry, but it looks like we're close to doing so. I don't know if that's necessarily rail industry, but we could be discovering something. Okay, filling up, Buttercup. We only need 33. Let's continue on our way. Let's get these guys to do one more load of dynamite. We might need it. It's better to have it than not. We could be, whilst we're waiting for the train, and as we get further into Russia, I think this is what I'll do. Whilst I'm waiting for the train to do its stuff, oh yeah, speaking of waiting for things to do its stuff, I will get the vehicles here to do stuff that gets money. Okay. Take a look at the southern routes first. Oh, we have lots of choices here. 4 different routes. Okay. Ah, interesting. We have a town that is only accessible by railroad, which we can complete. So that's interesting. That would give our train a needed boost. However, since the town only has 17,000 population, I don't think the boost would be particularly significant. Instead, I think we're going to focus on gravel. It needs a whopping 6 tons of gravel. That's pretty pathetic. Still, gravel is something which we supply in abundance, so let us do so. Go gadget gravel. Alright, whilst we're doing that, we'll let this guy do his thing. When he does his thing, we will send you to go and do another one of your things. Fantastic. Let us have a look at our triple trucks. We have things like asphalt, which needs rock right now, so let's do that. Actually, a lot of this stuff could just be upgraded. So we're just going to focus on doing some basic upgrades here. Nice. Rock can also be upgraded. I saw that. There it is with steel. So let's get that done as well. Alright. What I'm after are places that need goods, but need a lot of them and only one of them. So for instance, there's you. I mean, we could do that, but it's not going to get us much. Let's have a look at asphalt. Okay. Excellent. There's this 159. Alright, so we have to be careful with this. So we want my big truck to get the bonus. Oh, it was a loader again. Frustrating. That's alright. My super truck will survive. And hey, look, we've got a bunch of money again, so that's pretty good. And the roadworks is complete. So let us continue. Alright, so this is a quest-based roadworks? Yes, it is. Don't know why, but that's fine. We have some more quest-based roadworks here. I'm going to continue towards the European border, so... He says going the opposite way of the European border, but, you know, I also want to explore. You know, I thought Russia had a problem with that, but apparently not. Okay, we're getting pretty close to the European border here. We haven't had much in the way of roadworks stopping us for a little while. I don't know why I say these things out loud, because we know what happens when I do. But... okay. Railways are closed from Azerbaijan to Russia. So that's a Azerbaijan quest, which we definitely won't be able to access because it doesn't require a Russian thing. Okay, we've discovered a new port. Let's have a look at it. Port of Novorossiysk. Unfortunately, it is full of goods that we don't know what are. Okay. Very complicated rails here in Russia, but we are making progress. Slow and steady progress. Okay, we're getting to quest locks again. Okay, we've made it into. Geez, okay, we're a little bit off target. I didn't realize we had entered Ukraine. Okay. Normally the game has things that sort of stop you from going across borders, so in my brain that was what was going to happen in Ukraine, but it did not. Alright, well, we might as well explore a little bit of Ukraine while we're here, but this is definitely not where we want to be. You never know, there might be something really good in Ukraine and that is only accessible by rail at this point in time. But it doesn't seem like that to be the case. Still, there are a bunch of towns which do have railways, so if we need some towns unlocked in Ukraine, that is an option. Hey, Palarin, how you going? Okay. Alright, so we made it into Ukraine, but to make it back out of Ukraine, we have to travel all the way back down here. Okay. I think we've done most of the rail in Ukraine that I can see. Yep. Alright, let's get back to Russia. So, going to focus on following the left wall across as best I can. Alright, interesting route to get to that, but that's fine. Alright, I see some parts of Russia that I can access other parts of Europe in, which is good. Oh, finally a roadwork. Come on, game. The Belarus railway is closed to Belarus. To open the railway, complete the town, and they will modify the resource requirement to fix the railway. Complete Radanya, Smolensk Oblast, Russia. It's an undiscovered town. Okay. And there's so many little bits of rail here in Russia. Okay. Good old Moscow. Alright, so we're finding a bunch of roadworks. One of which is leading up to sort of where we want to go, but we also want to go up here, so we might just have to sort of double back and find a way around to the top here. The game might just be presenting us with one last roadwork to have to deal with. Okay, I was joking about last apparently. Okay, no, we're up here. Okay, a bunch of roadwork filling in Finland. We don't actually have access to Finland, so... Despite the roadwork over there, we actually seem to be able to access the area. It's just a long way around. So those are seemingly shortcuts at this point, which is less than useful. The only reason I'm exploring down here is because we can, like we're in the area, so we might as well. It's my way of thinking. So there is a little bit of Russia down here, which we don't have. Oh no, that's Belarus again, so that should be fine. So our goal is to get up here, so let's head up there. So yeah, this is quest locked. Huh. Okay. So I was really hoping that this was the way through. Not this bit into Finland. I thought that maybe there was rail up here. Because if we complete Nikel, although I guess if I had been smart I would have realized that Nikel does not have a train symbol on it, but that was something that I discovered later. So what was the point of the rail? I mean, I'm sure there is a point. What I'm kind of surprised by is that there hasn't been any, like in Australia, the game was like, hey, you know, if you want to access opals, you can do so with the train. Whereas this game is pretty much just going, hey, if you want to access a gravel pit, you can do that. But that's pretty much it. Like, it's not like, hey, here's an interesting Russian resource that you can have access to. Which is fine. It doesn't need to do that. I just, you know, I feel like getting something useful out of doing all of this exploration would be nice. Roads west for military purposes only. Certainly seems so. Alright. Man, all this to get beef into Germany. It's like the one thing I need to do is get beef into Germany. Okay. Let us ponder something. Let's have a quick look through and see if we have access. I suppose we can search Finland. Yeah, we... Yeah, nothing to do with Finland. Okay. Yeah. And the only new thing you gave me was a Belarusian thing, right? A Belarusian, which requires completing a town that I don't have access to. A town that I might have access to if I did one of these roadworks, perhaps. Can we do this roadwork here? We can do that roadwork. I mean, because if we get into Belarus and then into Poland, we could open the Poland-Germany border. It's another option. Okay, let's try that, maybe, question mark. So we need to bring 134.5 sand. Okay, sand. I think we actually already, yeah, we do. We already have access to sand. So let's get you coming back to do that. You need 135? Sure, not a problem. Let's close you for now. Let's turn you back on. What's your problem? Oh, the problem is that we're done. What a good problem to have. Okay. We can slowly travel on roads again. Wow. Game, did you seriously do that? Did you seriously go, congratulations, you traveled through a roadblock that required 600 freaking brick. Let's give you another roadblock with nothing in the middle of it. And your victory is short-lived because guess what? You now need another 600 brick. Of course you did, game. Of course you did. I mean, why wouldn't you do such a terrible, terrible thing? Okay. Alright, we're after 135. I'm going to aim for 150 just to be safe on the train. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, that's well and truly over 150. Such a troll game. Such a troll. I get the feeling like, given the huge amounts that we need, that this is not the way that I'm supposed to be going. That's why I thought it was relegated to the rails, because the rails seem to make sense. The road does not currently. It feels like I'm sort of brute forcing my head against the the roads. So, yeah. Alright, so with any luck, we will be able to... Smolenskaya Oblast is the place that we need to find. And it looks like it's pretty much on the path of the rail. So, with any luck, this works. But it may not. Okay, train. How far away are you? Oh, okay, pretty close. 700 meters. Alright. Come on, Smolensk. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, that's the airfield, so that might not be place that I need. Just get out of the way. Just move. Train. What are you doing? Thank you. Nope. This is what it was talking about. So you want me to complete this place that I don't know 70% of what it requires. Okay. So that ain't happening. Belarus road fix is definitely not the path I should be taking. So both the Ukraine port of Novorossiysk, we can't finish. Stop spazzing out, game. Thank you. I think that might have been my mouse more than the game, to be honest. And we can't complete the port of St. Petersburg either. Or... oh, there's two ports here. Primorsk. We're sort of close to St. Petersburg, but we have the sausage problem. The sausage problem. Again. Which is, we need sausages, and we currently can't get sausages. So the port of St. Petersburg is out. The port of St. Petersburg will be in once I, can get sausages. By the way, I don't know, if you were around for like some of the world's logistical network being struck down by some of the various things that have happened in this game, they've truly been centralized mostly on Germany and stuff, right? This is truly a global catastrophe. I need sausages, and there's only one place that makes sausages, and that place needs beef, but in order to get beef, I need to be able to deliver beef to that place. Yeah, okay. The sausage problem. Alright. Well, now I'm flummoxed again. I don't like being flummoxed. I mean, we managed to do this, really nice rail network and stuff. That's cool. And hey, look, there's a bunch of places that we can potentially complete along the way, I'm sure maybe one of them or two of them we can probably maybe complete. But completing them is pointless, right? So all they're going to do is provide me with another place to store stuff for a rail network that doesn't provide me with anything. So it's kind of a little bit frustrating. It's like, what even was the point of coming here and doing all this rail network? So the only other option is that I'm supposed to be banging my head against these roads in Russia, but I just don't see that as being likely, because they require so much tonnage. So much tonnage. That being said, what we can do is we can fix some of that. How do we fix some of it? Well, that's pretty easy. We take our bat and ball and go home. And by that I mean, we come back here and we have a look at what we require. We require newspapers in order to upgrade the brickworks. So let's do that. I'm assuming that newspapers can go through the quarantines. They can. So once... yes, we put that there because this was something that we were contemplating doing, but then we did it here instead. So let's put the pin there so that way I remember. So we are going to do a temporary store for newspapers. Newspapers. This is the weirdest, silliest thing that I've had to do in this game yet. No, ocean floaties are the weirdest thing, but it's close. Let's go and get some newspapers. We don't need to repeat. Let's grab the train. We're going to bring you over here, please. Where are my train floaties? Indeed. If this was in a fantasy landscape or something, then you could magic it away, which is fine. But yeah, it's just super weird. So you went around, Shadow. I actually also unlocked ocean floaties. So if we have a look in here, we also have ocean floaties. And ocean floaties that you take your trucks through the shipping lanes. Somehow. I think it's just better all around if no one thinks about any of this stuff, because it's just crazy. Okay. You need to bring these 40-odd newspapers to here, please. Thanks. I routinely drive my truck into the ocean, sure. Such a normal thing to do. I don't know why I thought any different. Okay, so this is now more efficient, which is good. Because I think what that'll mean is that we can... if we can level this up once more... Okay, we totally can. Alright, so we need 60 wood in total. Alright, let's do that. Wait, was wood a problem? I think wood might be a problem. Yeah, wood's a problem. Wood is a problem, but we have a solution. Okay. Dear wood. Can I not already build wood? Surely I can. Forest. We can. 240,000 for a max level. Let's not do a... no, let's do a max level. No, we don't need a max level. We're only doing this temporarily. So let's just spend 80,000 on a terrible forest, which supplies us with next to nothing. And we will do that specifically to... Okay, so you are just doing that to the brick mine first. Cool. Alright, so once you fill up, that'll level up the thing once more. Now, the other question I have is this a pink road the entire way? No, it's not. Oh, wait, yes it is. Okay, so it is a pink road the entire way. Being that it's a pink road the entire way, we can 80 ton it. So that's another option for us as well. Okay, one industry upgraded. We also need to upgrade the other industry, so if we could do that, that would be nice. Thanks. Okay, it's really not busy. Don't trust me, game. It's... Oh, I hate when it does this. No, just drop it off in there. Okay. And there's nowhere nearby that needs wood. Of course. Of course. So we can't move my truck. How much do you sell for, truck? Here, you sell for 50,000. How much do I buy you for? Infinite money glitch? Is it even better with the 80-ton road train? No, the 80-ton road train is a loss. Okay. Well, found an infinite money glitch. That's always fun. Now, let us take this 80-ton road train to places it possibly can't go. No, it looks like it can go there. Excellent. Okay, so the 80-ton road train can't currently go here. Okay, it can travel there normally when it's unloaded, but it'll throw a hissy fit when I go to load it. Okay. Where's the B-double? It's coming back. Excellent. Dear B-double, you're going to change your pace. You're going to do this instead. And the road train. We'll go and grab this and bring it up there. Now we could make these faster, and we will make them faster. It's just that I didn't really think that we needed to straight away. You going to bed soon, girlie? Okay.
I'm taking my meds late. Have fun.
Alright. So the next thing we need is steel for the gravel pit. I'm not overly interested in that unless... do we still have steel in here? Oh, we do. Okay. Well, that's pretty easy. Let's go and grab some steel and supply it to the gravel pit. How much do we need for the gravel pit? 50 tons. Should be pretty easy. Yeah, should be plenty. Nice. Speaking of leveling up, can we level you up? You need machinery. Machinery is a little bit harder for me to deal with. We can't really get machinery into North Korea, so that is a problem. Also, how much do you sell for? You sell for 16,000. That's pretty cool. You only cost like 80,000. We don't get a ton back, but we do get some. Okay, let's move you over to there. Road train, how you doing? Okay, you're on the way back. You're about to come and grab your last load. Fantastic. Should be your last load, right? Another 80 tons should be enough to open this. My math is bad. 440 would bring me to 520. Oh, that really sucks. Even a full 40-ton B-double won't be enough to do the next one. That's alright. You know what I could do? Yeah, let's sell you again. Because I'm a bit weird like that. Let's get another road train. If we need the 40 tons, we can just buy them back. They give us money in order to do so. Which is, you know, weird, but whatever. Let's get over here. Oh, did I go too far? No, I didn't. Excellent. We don't need to repeat you. Take you instead. We'll take you instead. Okay. Alright, so if this is what we're going to be doing, then I will have to speed this up. Like, I can't believe that this is what the game is going to get me to do, but it seems to be what the game really wants me to do, I suppose. The only way to find out if this is what the game really wants me to do is to effectively get, like, ask in the server, which I'm not comfortable doing. Alright, here we go. Roadworks complete. Alright, guess what we're going to have in a few more seconds. I can already see it. Oh wait, that's the truck. Not the truck, the train path. Okay. Now, whilst we're empty, we can go and follow these other roads. But with the 80-ton truck, we can't actually do anything with them. So it's just exploration. Wow. And once again, we are out of places to explore. Okay. Oakley dokley. Alright, what are you? You are something requiring wood. 504 tons of it. I mean, there's good news and then there's bad news, right? No, I think I'm done for today. I know this is the third time that I've said that I'm done for today, but we've managed to do quite a lot, right? We've done all of Japan, which is pretty fantastic. We've broken ground. We've done the ports of Japan as well, so we're able to start bringing stuff across. The thing that we haven't done is we just haven't completed all of Russia yet. So basically at this point, what I'm mostly interested in is the game telling me that I should be getting all of my roadwork goods, building them over here in Russia, and then getting a whole ton of these 80 ton trucks for 77,000, which is a pittance, right? And then sending them on their way in a big convoy. I mean, if that's what the game's suggesting, then I'm happy to do it. I just don't know, and so I would like to investigate that. Also, what I'd like to do is I'd like to do a deal with the roadwork situation in Japan and South Korea, and North Korea too, I guess. And there's a ton of roadworks that need to be completed, and it's just not going to be fun for anyone to watch that. So, yeah, this is me. I think this is the last day I stream, isn't it? Traditionally. Let me just have a quick look at the Jake schedule. Yep, Jake is streaming in 17 hours, so for now, this is me being pretty much done. I might stream again tomorrow if I'm feeling like it, but I think it's pretty unlikely. It'll be the Fallout race in that case, and then we will get to Shadow Empire, which will probably be next week. So Logistical might take a bit of a backseat for learning a new strategy game. Well, not a new strategy game, but something that will interest me and hopefully interest you. We'll see how it goes. Bye for now.